Mr. President and my dear respected colleagues, Henry HSDickson, Bayelsa West. Mr. President, firstly, let me appreciate on behalf of all of us senators from the South-South part of our country for the lead sponsor, our colleague, Senator Ekpeyong, who has led the debate on a bill that is co-sponsored and fully supported by all the senators from the South-South zone. And it goes without saying that that includes the Senate President of the Federal Republic. My dear colleagues, I think that a very compelling case has been made this morning. I'm only rising up to explain further two issues. Firstly, that the NDDC that some people may say is already there is not a geopolitical commission created. It was created to manage the issues of development and crisis emanating from oil-producing communities. And that is why the membership and those who benefit from it cut across the Southwest, for example, Ondo in the Southwest, and in the Southeast. And also, anytime oil is found in any substantial quantity, a case can be made for inclusion. The point I'm making is that it is a resource-based commission, because the UNPADEC was scrapped and the NDDC was now put in place to manage the issues arising from oil-producing communities and states. And it was not a geopolitical body created for the South-South, no. That's why the membership clearly includes Ondo in the Southwest, and rightly so. It includes Imo and Abia in the Southeast. But now, having established that, as the lead debater has said, you also have the example of HYPADEC in the North Central. States that are contributing resources, the water bodies that are converted to energy, are a major source of resource. And this country thought it appropriate to establish a body. But that body was resource-based. It doesn't include states that don't have those water bodies and all those entities. So now the country has moved further, where at this point now, Mr. President and my dear colleagues, we are now creating not resource-based centers of development and entities, but development-based entities according to geopolitical zones. And that is why the case is now being made for the consideration of this August Assembly. And I will now, on behalf of all the senators, appeal to all members that we should give this a favorable consideration. As has been rightly said, what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. So that at any time the country is appropriating to development commissions, geopolitical-based development commissions, then it will be general. I'm sure if there's any geopolitical zone that doesn't have a bill yet for establishment of a geopolitically based commission, when it comes, I believe all of us will be ready to support it on the basis of equity and parity. So it's on this note, I invite all of us to give this bill a favorable hearing. I so move.
Well, distinguished Senator HSDickson, ordinarily I think you have done a fantastic explanation that the NDDC was a resource-based commission. And if you produce 1%, you get only 1%. If you produce 5%, you get 5%. And so it's, there is a lot of disparity there because of the fact that the states that make up the NDDC do not produce the same quantum of oil.
As a matter of fact, it's so bad, sir, for right now, Cross River State virtually gets nothing. I don't think they get anything from NDDC when the Supreme Court gave the judgment as to ownership of certain oil wells, or they will be getting very little. So there's a lot of disparity which will be addressed if we have this geopolitically based development commission.
I agree with you. So we look at if Crossriver is getting something now, we delete those things immediately. If they are getting anything, Senator Kawu, did you, Senator Kawu? You have heard what he said, that the NDDC was a resource-based development commission, just like the water, the other one he mentioned, and for us.